All right, so as we get started, can I see, by way of hands, how many of you have dabbled in video? That's a good amount. How many of you want to dabble in video or thought about it? So how many of you like me, when I first started speaking on camera, I would get really nervous. I was worried about how I looked. I would get anxious. Any of you guys fear having those challenges or worry about how you look or sound? Okay, great. So this is, of course, create thumb-stopping business videos. So my goal by the end of this presentation, I want to teach you how to create videos that attract the attention of prospects, followers, or builds authority. Because at the end of the day, you want to have some authority, especially in the online space. I would assume we're all business owners, and you have some authority, some influence. That's how you can really spread your information and create some success within your business. So I'm Amani channel, and as you see, I'm a video geek. I'm also a baseball dad. I have a 10-year-old who says he wants to be a professional baseball player, so that's what we're working on with him. I'm an award-winning producer, broadcaster, professor. I'm also into mentorship, and I do some coaching. And I also work at Fox 5 in the creative services department. So you probably see my promotions on Fox 5. I work with Good Day Atlanta. So if ever you see Good Day Atlanta spot or promo, you will see some of my work. All right, so since I know a few of you in the room, but some of you I haven't met before, these are some quotes from some people that know my work. So Vince Bailey, he's a local announcer. I think he announces for like the Atlanta Dream. He says Amani has been on the true mission of helping media, corporate, nonprofit, spokes for several years. I truly appreciate his experience and desire to share. He has the credentials and more. Lego. All right, Charles Edwards used to work with me at WAE. I worked at the local NPR station for a few years here. He said that he used to be a news reporter and anchor there. He said, for anyone watching, pay attention. Amani knows what he's talking about when it comes to video and video production. And the last one's by a guy named Keith Cardwell. He's a local freelancer. And this last one's a little bit embarrassing, but he says that when working with a guy like Amani Channel, you have to be at your very best, absolute best, to be in the ballpark of his greatness. I mean, this is like over the top, right? He says, if you ever have the opportunity to work with him, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Amani is a true professional. So just know that I've done this for 20 plus years. This is my passion, this is my profession. This is what I like to do, what I love to do. So these are some pictures from my broadcasting career. Like I said, I've worked in the media I took an announcing class in community college, and since then I have never not worked in something broadcasting or video production related. So there's some college pictures, and met some celebrities along the way, had some failures, and I also had some successes. So I have done a few things right. I used to be a news reporter back in my first walk in the broadcasting business, and it started off kind of rocky for me. I'll share more about my story in just a second. But I've done a lot of things wrong as well. So after doing this for more than 20 years, what I have learned, I've learned techniques to provide high quality videos with a minimal budget. So if you work for a big company, budget might not be as big of an issue, but if you're like just starting out, if you're a solopreneur, if you have a small business, budget might be a concern of yours. And I'll be the first to say that video production does cost. The manpower, the hours, the equipment, the expertise, you need to make an investment. So what I've also developed is a way to create high quality videos for the individual who might not have the budget. Like when I record my YouTube videos, I'm doing it in my home studio, my home office. I use the same techniques, but I use a scaled down version of the equipment, so it's much more affordable. I've also developed a fast method of teaching people how to produce videos. So there's basically, I've boiled it down like a 4-part process. I taught at Kennesaw State actually for a few years, and when I developed this method for my students, I noticed a great improvement in the students' production, so I know that it works. And what I'm focused on now is how to get the attention with your video content and how to become camera confident. That's really important, right? Those last two things. So these are some challenges that I get from people who are like scared to dabble in video. So I don't know if this applies to you. I know that a good amount of you are making videos, a good amount of you want to make videos. So if you've ever thought that you don't like your voice, you're not perfect, people will reject you, you're camera shy, you get anxious, who will listen to me? These are all things that I hear from individuals. On the technical side, some people think the video is hard. They don't like talking to the camera. They don't just say, I'm not interesting. Those are all like roadblocks in the path to success, because the numbers and statistics will tell you that if you're online, you need to be making videos, all right? You should be making videos. People like watching, all right? We like watching TV, but we even more like watching our devices. My son, he watches YouTube like it's television. So this is the hard way, all right? The hard way to make videos, what is it? Well, it's trying to wing it without expert help. So this is me back in my early days when I worked at Fox 13 in Tampa, Florida. and I would get really nervous and anxious, and I would do this little, like my mind would go blank every time like the camera would come on me, and I just needed help, right? I just needed a mentor. I'm gonna tell you more about how I found help, but winging it is really a bad way to make videos. Also, if you don't plan your content, that's really a bad way, that's the hard way to make videos. And trying to speak on camera without poise, preparation, or confidence, right? If you ever try to do that, your audience is they're not gonna believe you. You're not gonna have that trust, that know, like, and trust if you're not confident. I don't know how many of you are married, but when you met your spouse, if you were looking at your shoes when you went to introduce yourself to them, or if you dated someone, the non-confident guys usually don't end up with women. I mean, it's just how it works. It's just, you want to be confident. You gotta have some confidence when you're talking to people. So it's the same thing with video, right? If you're representing your business or brand, you gotta be confident when you're delivering that message. So this is my story. So I'm from California originally, and I started studying broadcasting in community college, transferred to the University of Florida where I continued to work. I anchored my last semester, and I had some on-air experience when I graduated. But then my second job out of college, and I worked at a station in DC right out of school, and then I got a job in Tampa, Florida, which is like the 13th largest market, and it was a reporter trainee position. And so the station, they called it training me to be a reporter, but it's really just learning. It was more like the school of hard knocks, especially when it came to reporting, because there's certain things that no one can teach you about live television, right? No one can teach you how to prepare a message or how to just deliver something with confidence, really. And so my first 3 or 4 years, I really struggled. Like I would get panic attacks, I would suffer from performance anxiety, I would get hot flashes, I would sweat, I really struggled. And so one day, this photographer, he came to me, he's like, "Amani, what is going on with you?" He's like, "Don't you know that all these people you work with, they talk bad about you behind your back, even the folks that you think are your friends?" I was like, "Dude, I'm struggling, man." It wasn't even a surprise to me because I knew, especially live, when it came to live shots, like my mind would go blank. It was a train wreck. So Rob Finch, he said, "Look, I'm gonna work with you." He was good with working with interns. He basically used some tough love. He would count my ums during my live shots. Like I remember one time I was doing a live shot and I said like 30 times in like 2 minutes. He was like, "Champ, you said like 17 times." I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry." Like just slowly but surely. And then finally one day, I had done my little on-camera bit, and he was like, "Amani, someone gave you some bad advice. They told you to be like this guy, this particular reporter." They were like, "That is not like your personality. Don't try to be like him." He was like, "Think about this other guy. He's cool like you. I'm just trying to be like him." And when he said that, like the light bulb went off, like ding. Heard the heavens open up, and so I just realized that I had to be myself. And once he said that, like I very quickly started making improvements. And I ended up one of the Fox 13. It was in 2006, but I was a seasoned journalist. I could tell any story. I told stories for the networks, for other affiliate stations. I could tell breaking news stories. I could do it all. And so I left with a lot of respect. I still have a lot of friends down there to this day. And so I credit Rob Finch for a lot of my success. What I'm going to share with you is the easy way to make thumb-stopping videos, because attention is the commodity, right? I mean, you need people's attention. Right? And as a business owner, if you're in the online space, people are distracted, right? I mean, it's the tap and swipe culture now that you're fighting against to get people's attention. So here's some statistics for you that I just want to share. Video is the #1 type of content that consumers want from brands. 72% of consumers want to learn about a new product or service like yours via video. And video is going to be 82% of all consumer internet traffic in just a few years. So with those kind of statistics, I feel like video is where it's at. Now I've been speaking from stages and I've been doing presentations like this for years. And I've always seen the videos big. Like video's always been a big thing for me. I mean, it's my career, it's my passion. And when I got an iPhone 3GS, I was like, "Oh, this is so cool." So as well on iPhone X something now, so many moons later. So I'm going to share 3 secrets with you real quick, and if I start going over time, I'm starting to go over time, so I like to talk, though, if you can't tell. And I'm introverted. On top of all that, I'm an introvert, believe it or not. So yeah, that's another conversation. So for businesses, you must think like a media company. Regardless of what business you're in, you have to think like a media company. Because now you can create content, media for others, and you can share it. Secret number 2, people like authentic information that informs, entertains, and educates. Right? And secret number 3 is you must be confident whenever you're speaking on camera. And it is always better. Like people ask me, "Do I have to speak on camera?" can I just do a PowerPoint presentation, like speak over it, voiceover? You can do that, and there are people who create successful YouTube channels doing that, but really when someone can see you, it just develops that rapport all the more faster. So I believe that speaking on camera is the best way to develop your rapport and reach out and connect with people. And I think that's what anyone will tell you. So first of all, secret number one, think like a media company. What does that mean? All right, so this is the words of Gary Vaynerchuk. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with Gary Vaynerchuk, and my slide kind of cut off here. But this comes from his website 15 years ago. So I can speak from the broadcasting side as a news reporter, as a broadcast professional. 15 years ago, like the only way to get a message out there was either via the news, like video-wise, via the news, like having a reporter come out and cover your event or your item, or you could hire an expensive video production company to come out and create a video, release it via DVD, do some sort of direct marketing campaign, etc. All right, so advertising and marketing was costly. All right, and now that cost has dropped 100-fold. You can create videos for free on YouTube, share them with whoever. You might need some help creating them, and that's out there as well. But you have to be creating content for your business, service, or your brand. All right. So whether you're sharing a blog post, a vlog, Pinterest, there's so many Instagram. So if you're into photos, you can use Instagram. There's so many ways to create content now for your audience. I happen to think the video is the best one to use. But regardless, you have to be thinking like a media company, like a video production company. You have to be thinking about, how am I going to share some content that adds value, that's going to attract people to me, and that's going to further my influence and authority online. Bonus content tip. If you just have a cell phone, just use your cell phone, right? If you just want to get started easily, just use your iPhone. The one thing I will say about that is you have to know how to hold it these days, because some people hold it vertically, horizontally. How do you hold your phone? It depends upon the platform. If it's on Instagram or Facebook, you can hold it vertically. YouTube, or hold it horizontally. Do some research, but your phone is a great mobile media machine. It really is. All right, so secret number 2, your information should add value. So these are some ideas from Gary. He says that your vlogs, so these are great content ideas, right? This is how you can share. This is some different video ideas for you. Create a vlog, so you can supplement your blog content with a vlog. You can add video to it. Create videos that show your company culture. You can highlight events that your company's doing. You feature interviews. So this is something that I really focused on in this year. Is I interview other experts about video confidence, about speaking on camera, delivery of topics. So interviewing people, because that sort of elevates you to their level. When you interview another expert, you may think that, I want to put the shine on another person who's in my same space. Well, your audience is going to appreciate you sharing whoever. They're not going to look at it like, oh, he's sharing another expert, they're going to turn your expert. They're going to appreciate you for delivering that expert to them. So don't worry that doing the interview is going to take your shine away. How-to videos are really good, and testimonial videos are great. All right, so those are just some video ideas for you to help get your wheels spinning there. But get to secret number 3 now. Confidence is required whenever you're speaking on camera, so I think you get the picture when it comes to that. So I'm going to share an example real quick. This is one of my students. Her name is Misty Harris. She's a parenting and an etiquette coach for kids. And so when I met her, she had no video skills. She was like, Amani, I don't know anything about making videos. And that's something that, it's a skill, right? If video is not your expertise, how are you going to know how to make a video, right? She was like, I don't know how to get started. I don't know where to start. She had a lot of self-doubt and fear. And what she said to me, I met her in a Facebook group, she was like, if you could fix my fears of being in front of the camera, I will sing your praises. And so, Misty went through my program. She wasn't really very active when she first started making videos, but then, after the program, she just caught on fire. She was going twice a week on Facebook Live, and really, she fell in love with it, really. And so this is a screenshot of one of her Facebook Lives there, and you see her smiling. And what she said was that I actually look forward to doing a live video. And she said a little more things there, but I'm not going to read through her whole testimonial. But it just shows you that you can do it too. All right. These are some of her challenges. I have another student named May Rabano. And May, she coaches women. She's like a women's fitness coach, basically. And when I met her, she would get physically sick, and I understood that. I was like, yeah, I used to get hot flashes. I understand the physical symptoms because your nerves will take over. Like public speaking, right? That's the number one fear. And so she went through my program, and she still has some challenges, but basically now she started her YouTube channel a couple weeks ago. And so She's very successful at making videos now, and she's gone through the program, and she says it's easier because you're only speaking to a camera. She's an introvert like me, so I can definitely relate to the challenges, because as an introvert, speaking to a lot of people can be nerve-wracking, and we get our energy from being by ourselves, which is why I say if you're introverted, speaking to a camera is the best way to share a message. All right, so I'm actually going to open up for some questions now.